Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Daniel and I am the project manager for Group 7. In this video, we will present the project that our group has conducted in March 2022. The group has chosen to organize a business talk in which 3 different entrepreneurs would share their experiences in operating and managing a business. Given that this is a management module, it is reasonable for the team to hold a management-related project. As such, the goal of this entrepreneurial talk is to raise awareness and explore business youth, particularly business management and logistics students, by bringing together local entrepreneurs to share ideas and information about entrepreneurship as an alternative career option, and to emphasize the benefits of doing so. The business talk will look into business prospects and raise knowledge about how to start SMEs as the government recommends. With that said, this project welcomes aspiring business owners to cultivate the knowledge presented. This project hopes to encourage audiences by charging no admission fees and providing food for free. The event was held on Saturday, 19th March 2020, which began at approximately 7 p.m. and ended at approximately 9:30 p.m. at Learners Bar, Kampung Sungai Ancing. The focus of the presentation was heavily on entrepreneurial startups. The group has invited 3 amazing speakers, with Hanif Mukri being the first one, which is the co-founder of the Learners Bar Cafe. Second speaker is Ain Yusra, a local entrepreneur, and lastly the third speaker is Norliana Marcini, the co-founder of Alia Official. In this section, I will explain the planning process of the project, looking in terms of task division among the group members, scheduling and activities leading up to the day of the event itself. Including myself, there were 9 people involved in carrying out this project and ensuring that it is done properly and smoothly according to the individual tasks assigned. The organizational structure shown here shows how the group members are structured in a 3-tiered hierarchy. The project is led by myself as the project manager, supported by the assistant project manager and the rest of the team. As project manager, my role is to plan, organize and direct project completion and follow up with those in charge of the venue while ensuring the project is on time, on budget and within scope. Next, the team members will introduce themselves and briefly explain their roles in the project.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hadi Shafiq and I'm the assistant project manager. I'm responsible in monitoring the project progress, liaising with the guest speakers, maintaining documents and reports, as well as scheduling meetings.
Hi, my name is ERNNIE, and for this project, I'm the operations coordinator. My role includes managing the timeliness of the operational task and also managing the schedule of the event.
Hi, my name is WAFIY, and I am the communication coordinator for this project. My involvement in this project include distributing feedback forms to all attendees, handling and managing pre-expression, and also ticketing. And lastly, I'm also responsible to respond to any inquiries the attendees have about the event.
Hello, my name is NABILATUL and I'm the risk management coordinator in this project. My responsibilities include identifying and assessing any risks while ensuring SOPs are being adhered throughout the project. I am also the focal person for any risk reporting.
Hello, my name is FIRZANAH and I am the logistics coordinator for this group. My job is to book refreshments and prepare tokens of appreciation for all the guest speakers and to ensure all the goodie bags are ready before the event.
Hi, my name is ABDUL and I am the financial coordinator for this project. My responsibilities involve me of doing project budgeting, and also I am in charge of making all necessary payments and collecting all of the funds and registration fees.
Hello, my name is Aziz. I'm the design coordinator. I created a digital poster and invitations to send to attendees and speakers. I also created the QR code for the feedback forms for the event.
Hello, my name is HADRI, and in this project, I am the media coordinator for the group. My main role is to work alongside the design coordinator and also to take pictures and videos from the event for future users.
Next, I will describe the scheduling process of the project and the associated activities and tasks conducted. The Gantt chart shown here is one of the many project management tools used to show the project schedule and illustrates the order in which the tasks should be completed as well as the amount of time it will take to finish them. In the initiating and planning phase of the project, The group held the first meeting online via Google Meet on 16 February 2022, where potential projects to be executed were identified using project charter and then arranged according to their likelihood in the brainstorming session. After consulting with the project facilitator, the final project decision was made, a live talk event, where targeted speakers were contacted immediately for their invitation and availability. The speakers were contacted via phone call by a representative of the group. Approximately a week later, a thorough meeting was conducted between group members, which includes the project's task delegation, budget, and risk analysis. A few days before the actual event, the focal people responsible to liaise with the guest speakers have distributed a questionnaire, which the speakers can use as a guideline in presenting their talk content for the event. This questionnaire is in line with the project's objectives and deliverables. Within 3 days to the actual event, all of the group members held a physical meeting at the project venue to realize the outcome intended during the event and to disrupt any possible setbacks early before the event. On the day itself, group members came to the venue hours early to set up for the event, to set up seat layout, projector screen, PA system, and refreshments.
As the financial coordinator for this project, it is within my responsibility to ensure that the budgeting for the project are well prepared and calculated to guarantee the success of this project. Thus, estimating the cost, there are a number of factors to consider, which includes labor, materials, facilities, and equipment. And in the context of our project, the primary cost of conducting the business talk event generally involve venue or facility rental related costs, as well as costs relating to gift, merchandises, or token of appreciation for the guest speakers. Initially, we agreed to commit a $300 for our budget. Out of this, $200 was allocated for the venue, while the other $100 was set to prepare for the token of appreciation for the guest speakers. As the project was put into motion, the actual cost for this event was revealed to be at around only $202, which was $97 less than the budgeted cost. The actual cost for the venue rental was $150, whereas the merchandise amounted to $52 after discounts. We have put a lot of emphasis that the actual cost did not exceed the budgeted cost, while the venue did not indicate the amount of the discount that we have received as a result of our relationship. $150 for a restaurant plus refreshment to close for the night is actually a bargain for us. On the other hand, merchandise purchased from Treasure Cove is discounted by almost $4. With this in mind, it is also my responsibility to control over the flow of cash. This can be achieved by negotiating payment terms. In this case, our project manager have agreed with the owner of the bar to make a $70 down payment prior to the event and another $75 following the event.
In this section, as a risk management coordinator, I will briefly explain the risk assessments that we have discussed in our meeting in the planning phase of our project. Here is the risk assessment matrix that we have created. Firstly, it is the possibility of adverse weather on the day of the event, such as rain or storm, which might cause delays in attendance of guests and speakers and could affect the event flow. Such weather could also cause the possibility of a no-show from guests and thus lower attendance than anticipated, which might cause the space to be underutilized. Hence, in order to minimize delays in the event, reminders have been sent to guests and speakers to come earlier than the time of the event. Secondly, it is the risk of the COVID situation at the time of the event. In the case of such unforeseen outcome, in the likelihood of the speakers having COVID or fear of the virus transmission, a backup speaker has been prepared to hinder further disappointments. Not only the speakers, but the possibility of guests having COVID could affect the event as well. There is also a possibility of guests cancelling their booking last minute. In this case, the communication coordinator has been tasked to send reminders to guests for the confirmation prior to the event, so that the cancelled guest seat can accommodate any other interested guests due to the limited seating capacity. The team also considered any last-minute guests, if any. There is also a high risk of converting the event into an online event. Third, a possibility of more guests than capacity prepared in the venue may lead to exceeding seating capacity, leading to breach of COVID-19 SOP. In this case, the team have prepared tickets for confirmed guests and prioritized guests whose name are on the guest list. There will be team members outside of the venue as ushers confirming the list prepared by the communication coordinator who is in charge of the guest list. The communication coordinator will liaise with the ushers to decline any guests once the maximum capacity has been reached. The team members did not take lightly with regards to the maximum capacity of the venue, as exceeding the capacity would be a breach of the health guideline. The team has reserved a total of 3 complimentary seats for each guest speaker to invite their own guests. A day before the actual event, one of the speakers asked for our permission to invite 5 of their own teams. This was made possible as we increased the initial reserved seating capacity. However, on the day itself, the other speakers decided to invite more of their own guests, and fortunately, the team was able to accommodate these forthcoming guests as there were absentees from the original guest list. This was also made possible as the team has thought of a contingency plan for such a situation, where team members will be scattered both inside and outside the venue. Another risk would be poor time management during the event itself. This could cause unsatisfactory feedback from audience and delay until the midnight curfew. The country was still undergoing a movement restriction order during the event. In this case, the team had a brief meeting for all team members on the essential event information. The team also appointed 2 members as the floor manager and timekeeper for the event. Lastly, it is the possibility of insufficient refreshments for guests and speakers. Guests may feel conflicted with the different treatment, although the refreshments are provided to the guests free of charge. The initial purpose of providing is as their perceived effort for taking their time attending and supporting our event, as well as providing feedback for any improvements that need to be considered. In order to avoid any disappointments, the logistic coordinator who is in charge of the refreshments has increased the quantity just in case.
Finally, this section, highlight reels from the night of the event on the 19th of March will be shown, and this video will be ended with some comments and feedbacks from some of our audience members.
think the event went really smoothly. I enjoyed listening to all of the speakers talk about their experience, and I came in here wanting to learn more about what could inspire like future business plans that I may have. And at the end, like, I got what I wanted to get out of from each and every one of the speakers, and everything was very informative and useful, so I enjoyed the whole event entirely.
I like how everyone is really welcoming and then also really friendly towards the beginning, and then you said like there are people downstairs even trying to usher people to the correct places, because from what I know, a lot of people actually got lost trying to find the venue. It's actually because we sit at the far back, and then because of the placement of the tables, it's kind of hard to see the screen. So I think like in your future events, maybe have a circle around, so it'll be like macam easier for us to see.
And overall, I think it's really excellent, just because everyone is really friendly, and then you guys show that gesture that in terms of the service, it's really great. No problem. And you guys also have that scripted introduction of the event, so it was smooth and there's no issue at all, and that's what's great.
I think it's good that you guys invited the correct people to talk about, because they are young people, and it's actually really inspiring to hear their stories, and then also how they start their business, at least in my opinion, and then how it relates to the COVID pandemic situation. And especially for me, I'm not in a business background, tapi I actually found that macam really interesting, and then also at the same time inspired, because these people actually have passions, macam which some things that I still struggle to find, so it's really inspiring.
But if I have to put in a bit of feedback right there, is I could see that the talk is a bit rambly. There's kind of a lack of structure. Not to criticize the people who talk about the speakers, I mean, but I think I kind of come in here expected more of like a learning experience rather than just
a sharing session,
which is fine though, because I know the ambience is more about like, it does give that feeling of sharing session rather than talking, so it's not like a very formal official kind of
how
seminar.
casual it is.
So I guess if we kind of see it that way, I think it's more about me managing my expectation right there. But if I see it as a sharing session, it's actually quite interesting to hear people's like personal experience.
Yeah, I think good job overall.